Hello everyone. Welcome back to my channel. I hope everyone is having a nice day before we begin the video. Please subscribe and give the video a thumbs up. General Hospital GH. Spoilers reveal that we've got 5 romantic paths for Jason Morgan, Steve Burton. So these women could offer a chance at true love. Let's talk about some love interest options for Jason and try to nail down a path to happiness for him. Jason has been bonding with Sasha Gilmore Corbin, Sophia Matson, as a friend and fake baby daddy, but many fans see the potential for more. Could Sasha and Jason's growing closeness lead to a real romance between them? Although plenty of viewers balked at the idea of a Jason and Sasha pairing early on, it seems like some GH watchers are starting to come around. Could you see Jason finding true romantic bliss with Sasha as this storyline moves along? For a while, it seemed like the show was ready to go all in on a Jason and Anna Devane, Finola Hughes pairing, but they backed off the duo after their kiss in Africa. Nevertheless, Jason still has an intriguing friendship with Anna, and they've admitted they understand each other in a way that nobody else does. The writers set up the possibility of some sizzling when Jason and Anna agreed to secretly meet in his room above Bobby's if they ever needed to talk. Is that an indicator that the show isn't quite done with Anna and Jason's potential romance? Could some passion still be on the horizon? Jason and Carly Spencer, Laura Wright, are longtime BFFs, but the show let them fall for each other when Sonny Corinthos, Morris Bernard, was presumed deceased and living in Nixon Falls. Carly and Jason even went through a wedding ceremony, which became partly about showing a united front for mob purposes, and partly about the real feelings that had developed. Some fans are still rooting for Jason and Carly's romance to come back around, so that's always going to be an option on the table. Carly and Jason have agreed they like the way things are in their relationship, but maybe that could change somewhere down the line. In a perfect world, many of us would like to see Jason paired up with a back-from-the-grave Sam McCall, last played by Kelly Monaco. Even the worst fatal outcomes can be undone on a soap, so that's worth keeping in mind. If GH ever strikes a deal for Kelly Monaco's return, or even recasts the role, a Jason and Sam reunion might be an option. Sam was the love of Jason's life, so no other romantic possibility may ever truly compete. Of course, there's always a chance that the show will eventually cast a brand new love interest for Jason. We can think of one easy writing strategy that would work here if Jason had a girlfriend during his time undercover as Alan Jacobs. That girlfriend could finally track Jason down in his real life, and perhaps admit she can't live without him. Jason could reconnect with his former flame and find himself defending her to naysayers like Carly, since we all know she'd disapprove. General Hospital spoilers say Jason could face some love life shakeups ahead one way or another, so stay tuned for updates on any romantic news that might be brewing. Jason Morgan is back in Port Charles, and the town is already reeling from his return. Whether he's dodging bullets, protecting Sonny Corinthos, or sacrificing himself for someone he loves, Jason is the kind of man who doesn't just walk into a room. He changes everything. Now that he's returned from the dead again, General Hospital fans can't stop wondering what's next for this tortured hitman with a heart of gold. But more than that, viewers want to know who, if anyone, can break through the walls he's built since his dramatic comeback. True love has always been a complicated subject for Jason Morgan. He's the strong, silent type, a protector at heart, but underneath that stoic surface is a man who's experienced tremendous heartbreak and loss. And yet, despite the gunfire and betrayals, Jason has had his fair share of love stories, from epic soulmates to doomed romances. With his re-entry into the Port Charles canvas, General Hospital spoilers tease a new romantic arc, maybe just around the corner. So who are the women most likely to win Jason's heart this time? Fans have plenty of opinions, and the chemistry is already sparking on screen. Let's break down the 5 most compelling romantic paths for Jason Morgan. Women who offer not just love, but the possibility of healing, redemption, and maybe even a future he never thought he could have. First up is Elizabeth Weber. Liz and Jason have a complicated history, one built on long, emotionally charged scenes, and a connection that refuses to fade even when they're apart. When Jason first returned from the dead the last time, Liz was one of the few people who could reach him emotionally. While their romance has been marred by secrets, especially when Liz hid his true identity from him, the truth is, their chemistry never died. Now, with Liz single once again and raising 3 boys, the possibility of Jason returning to her life isn't just intriguing, it's potentially explosive. She needs a stable presence, and for all of Jason's danger, he's always shown up for her when it mattered most. If Jason were to reconnect with Elizabeth, it could open the door to a new chapter where they face their shared past and rediscover the emotional intensity that made their love story unforgettable. General Hospital fans are already speculating that the writers are planting seeds, especially given the quiet scenes and longing looks between the two. Could this be the redemption arc their relationship has always needed? Or will their painful history repeat itself? Then there's Carly Spencer. No woman has shaped Jason's life more than Carly. She's the ride-or-die best friend, the mother of his godson, and the person he would destroy the world for. Their friendship has always teetered on the edge of something more, and at times it has exploded into full-on romance. The last time they were nearly together, it was under impossible circumstances. Sonny was presumed dead, and Carly and Jason were pushed into a marriage of necessity. But even then, the sparks flew, and the line between loyalty and love blurred fast. Now that Sonny and Carly are no more and Jason is back in town, the question hanging in the air is whether these two will finally admit what everyone's always known. They love each other deeply and irrevocably. But could a romance between them destroy everything they've built over the years? Or is now the moment they finally stop denying the truth? Carly is no stranger to messy love stories, but Jason has always been her constant. If the writers pull the trigger on this pairing again, it won't be without fight, especially if Sonny is watching from the sidelines. But fans are hungry for it. Carly and Jason together. That's soap gold. Another fascinating option comes in the form of Sam McCall. Jason fans, buckle up. Jason and Sam were once the ultimate GH supercouple, with a bond forged through danger, passion, and deep emotional trust. They raised children together, defied enemies, and fought through loss after loss. But when Jason disappeared and Drew took his place, everything changed. Sam tried to move on, but the echoes of her connection with Jason never truly disappeared. When Jason returned previously, there was an attempt to rekindle their bond, but parenting challenges and Sam's shifting priorities pulled them apart. Still, now that Drew and Sam are no longer involved and Jason is back, possibly a changed man, the door may be wide open. Could GH be setting the stage for a Jasam reunion that fans have been waiting years for? Their chemistry hasn't faded, and Sam has shown signs of vulnerability lately. Could she fall into old patterns? Or will she resist, knowing what loving Jason truly costs? Either way, the tension between them is rising, and when it snaps, fireworks are guaranteed. A Jasam revival wouldn't just please die-hard fans. It would rewrite the rules of Port Charles romance all over again. But the newest contender on this list might surprise even longtime viewers. Ava Jerome. Yes, the same Ava who once blackmailed, manipulated, and flirted with danger in every form, but who has recently undergone a transformation that's left her both more vulnerable and more magnetic than ever. Ava and Jason haven't had a traditional romantic storyline, but GH loves to surprise, and the chemistry between them has begun to sizzle in subtle ways. They're both survivors, both deeply wounded, and both capable of extreme loyalty once their trust is earned. The idea of Jason finding love in Ava might seem strange at first, but think about it. Ava is tired of betrayal, tired of being used as a pawn in someone else's game. Jason, for all his faults, is someone who protects what's his. That kind of loyalty could change Ava's world. And hers could challenge Jason's. She's not afraid of the dark, and neither is he. Together, they'd be one of the most dangerous, complex, and passionate couples GH has seen in years. And with Sunny pulling away from Ava and Nicholas, still a looming question mark, a Jason/Ava romance could rock Port Charles in ways no one saw coming. And finally, there's a wild card that could upend everything: Carly's cousin, Jordan Ashford. While she and Jason haven't been romantically linked in the past, the two share respect forged through mutual battles and loss. Jason and Jordan are both fighters, both enforcers in their own way, and both understand sacrifice more than most. Jordan is single now, having gone through heartbreak after heartbreak, and Jason may represent something she's never allowed herself to want: someone dangerous but deeply protective. Their connection could start quietly, through shared missions or a joint effort to uncover a new Port Charles threat. But as with many GH romances, all it would take is one near-death experience or one honest conversation for sparks to ignite. A Jason/Jordan pairing would be fresh, daring, and unexpected. A way to bridge two sides of Port Charles that rarely mix. It would challenge both characters to grow, and might even offer Jason something he's never truly had. A partner who doesn't just love him, but challenges him to become something more than Sunny's shadow. Of course, all of this depends on which direction the writers decide to take. Jason's return opens dozens of story possibilities, and romance is just one path. But let's be honest, this is a soap, and love stories are its beating heart. Jason Morgan is more than a hitman or a bodyguard. He's a man who's been to hell and back, a man who's lost nearly everyone he's ever loved, and a man whose next great romance could change him forever. Whether it's reigniting an old flame, exploring an unexpected connection, or finally finding peace with someone new, Jason's heart is officially back on the market. And Port Charles will never be the same. As fans anxiously await the next twist, one thing is certain: Jason Morgan's return isn't just a comeback, it's a reckoning. And the woman who finally wins his heart might just be the one to save him, or destroy him. Either way, GH is about to get a whole lot steamier. Thanks for watching this video, and please subscribe our YouTube channel for more update news.